Oh, it's recording. Okay, yes, I'm filtering. Yeah, I don't look like shit. I feel like shit. I'm tired. I'm depressed. Ew. But I figure I'll do a video about it because, yeah, everything else just doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just so hopeless, and that's why I'm depressed. It's all so fucking hopeless. People are so fucking stupid. Everything is just so irritating. Uh, anyway, that's really not the subject. The subject is this kind of mind, um, over matter kind of thing, the kind of mind over mind kind of issue, and the fact that it is kind of interesting how our brains can do this. That we can basically be okay. I mean, I have a physical disposition of a low thyroid and a couple of little things, okay, so that can tend me to get a little lethargic. All right. So, I haven't been taking medication. I probably should be. Anyway, I just keep saying, well, if I medicate, then it's going to teach it that it can fuck up. And so if I don't medicate, that'll, whip it into shape kind of thing. And I think it's not a terrible theory, but well, anyway, regardless, the point is, I'm depressed, and I've been there before. It does seem worse as you get older. It does seem to get like even harder, like it's even more dismal. Like just nothing. Just nothing makes sense. And you're just saying, how could people really know this stuff and still play the game? So I was even thinking of that stupid movie, As Good as It Gets, the Jack Nicholson one. They have a little scene about depression, and it's a really good scene because it kind of just shows, like, there's nothing fundamentally wrong. It's just these guys got a really bad attitude, but they're really, really miserable. And that's what depression does to you. It gives you this incredible misery. And, it's not like there's a nail in my eye. I mean, I have, there's other physical things that can go wrong, and you're, like, really horribly sick or uncomfortable, and, you have a good excuse, and it's just horrible and miserable, but it's because your body's attacking you, or really, there's a cause. But you look at this depression thing and you just say, well, it's just a waste, because all this is a perception. You just have this thing in your head that says something's wrong, and it's not really wrong. It's just your thought that's gotten in the way. It's like somebody could die that you care about, or something happens to them, and somehow you get all miserable. And what good is it, though? It doesn't accomplish anything. Your misery isn't to make their misery any better. It doesn't save them, doesn't bring them back to life. It doesn't fix anything. It's just a complete waste for you to suffer over it. And, mentally you kind of know that. Mentally you also know that you can just kind of jump over the whole grief process. If you really think about it, you could just unravel it in your brain and just say, okay, this is what it is, blah blah blah, I gotta be practical and move on, and you do all that crap. So it's like you have a weapon against it. Yeah, it is, depression is a little trickier, just because, that's, if it's built out of that hopeless thing, then it requires you to contrive some sort of something, to get you back in the game, something to give you a little bit of momentum. It doesn't have to be a big ball of hope. It just has to be some kind of something that just gives you a taste for it, distracts you long enough to keep your brain from doing this, whatever it's doing, this negative thing that's running, that's just making everything blacker than it even really is. But or blacker than you can live with, because you live with it. There's like nothing fundamentally changed from 2 weeks ago to today. I mean, life is pretty much the same shit, except I'm just totally yeah, no way, man. No. It's all just not acceptable today. And it was acceptable 2 weeks ago, and it might be acceptable 2 weeks from now. Although I can't see how it's possible. I mean, from where I am right now, it's just, no. Can't be. But I've been here before, so I know that it must be, because somehow, in every circumstance, in the past, yeah, I've come from here and gone to there. But I can't look back and say, oh yeah, it was one little thing that did it. You know, it's just usually you go to bed and you wake up and it just works out better. You know, life just feels better. And so you feel better, so you do better. And I guess that's the part of it, is just this idea that it does just make you feel like shit. You just feel like shit. And there's like nothing, you can't point to anything. There's like no, you know, you're kind of nauseous and just kind of, yeah. But you're not really sick. You just can't stand anything. And it's just such a strange kind of misery. You just, yeah. So anyway, what is there to say about it? So anyway, yeah, I mean, I saw a Barklord video, and it was to be serious, suggested everybody read a poem and they'll feel better. And, superhero juice. Anyway, Jesus, oh man, that really does it for you? That gets you out of trouble? A poem? So anyway, Barklord read some kind of Oscar Wilde crap or whatever the fuck it was, and it's just this rambly, bambly, bibble-babbly, you know, I have my stick and there's a road to nowhere and there's, whatever. Bingle, bangle, boongle. And that somehow does it for these people. And I just don't get it. So anyway, my point is with the movie clip was that, people obviously to write that scene, they have to know what depression is. Somebody had to have felt it to write that scene. And so it's just kind of weird that people can know this. Like know this feeling. And still say, oh yeah, let's do this again. Yeah. No. You really, I just don't know how you could be there. Get a good whiff of it. And then say, yeah, I'll do that again. No. So it just seems so insane. And so anyway, that's the whole point. I mean, I'm going to do an anti-natalist or an ephalist video, for the new channel, or the new website. But it's a little irritant. I go to sign on to one of my other channels on YouTube, and it won't let me fucking sign on to any of my channels. And it's just like, what the fuck? You're a billion-dollar company, and I got to load another web browser just to sign on to a fucking channel. I mean, I'm just so sick of YouTube. Ugh, I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand that Google menace. I hate this fucking place. I just hate these people and this shitty world they're fucking embracing. Ugh, disgusting. So anyway, it's beside the point, I guess. Yeah, but the people just don't get anything. It's like Heroin Church doesn't get it. I see he did a response video to the stupid insipid ham thing. I mean, well, whatever. The Inspired I Am whatever episode, and it's just pointing out how when you're dead, it's all over. Yeah, where was I before I was alive? Was I dead? Where was I? So somehow I got here. All right, and if I don't fix the I got here part, you idiot, then I haven't fixed my problem, have I? Is the dilemma solved? Is depression ended when my depression ends? I mean, you just don't